Next, we will go into creating carrier loads. Navigating back to our freight plant console for our customer load with our added stop, leveraging that freight plan template, we are going to account for a customer pickup to the warehouse location, from the warehouse location to the final customer delivery. It is important to note that during a load's creation, you identify the expected pickup date as well as the expected delivery date. However, when you add stops in the middle, these dates need to be addressed. So we will check the box next to the customer load and the applicable dropdown for the stop we are looking to add this carrier load movement to. Clicking new load, and we will add our mode here. Hitting save. We will see our carrier load generate below. To add the date range to this stop here, you can do so by either navigating into the carrier load or into the customer load. We can see that this is a customer load and a freight plan. And scrolling past our stops areas, we can identify our carrier loads that make up this freight plan. So we can see we have our expected date up top. This was identified during the initial loads creation. We are now going to add that expected date for this warehouse location. We'll jump back into our freight plan and see the changes that we've made. So now you can see we have our customer pickup identified and the delivery annotated for our warehouse movement. Next, we're going to assign our carrier to this carrier load. To do so, underneath the action, there is the carrier quote section. This acts very similar to the carrier quote side and the freight quote assistant. Identify our carrier service, add the financials as necessary, and go ahead and assign. Next, let's go ahead and add that final mile delivery. Again, we're going to check the box next to the pickup and the drop down next to the delivery location. Selecting new load, we're going to identify our mode used. And now we can see we have two carrier loads associated with this customer load. Anytime a carrier load is added, you must refresh the mileage in order to account for the added carrier load. So previously, we noted that we had to identify our delivery to our warehouse date. Now we're going to identify the pickup date from the warehouse to go to this final delivery. Again, we're going to go back to our customer load. Scrolling past the stop area and getting down into our carrier load section, we can see that we have our first carrier load here and our second carrier load here. And all we need to do is identify the expected date for the pickup from the warehouse to the final delivery. We're going to go back into our freight plan to see the changes made. Now we can see our pickup date noted here. We're going to go ahead and add another carrier to this movement. Now we can see we have two carrier loads assigned to our one customer load. We've identified our carrier quotes here. And to identify the freight plan total financials from the screen, we will click the money bag that's off to the side of our add load number section. And here we can see we had a customer quote total of $1,000, a combined carrier total of $900, which leaves us with a quoted margin of $100.